Hello everyone, welcome to Jamie TV, episode 1 here. We are going to talk about marketing strategies and happy thoughts. So I want to jump right in today. I want to keep these short, concise, and I want to give you inspiration and tools to build your business, and also a few happy thoughts just to keep you happy. Simple as that. So I want to jump in and talk about organic reach. We have all heard a lot about Facebook ads. I've talked about them in the past. There are so many different things that you can be doing in your business and so many different ways you can be spending money and investing in your business. So how do you sometimes do things for free? Nothing is ever free because it requires our time, but many of you watching are on a smaller budget. You're not a large conglomerate, if you will, where you have tens of thousands of dollars a month. And maybe you're like, where can I best spend my time to increase my reach? So here's your answer for the day. I'm going to share with you what I have done in the past that has really worked for me. It's a very simple method, but here's the thing. Nothing is ever easy in marketing, even if it's simple. Does that make sense? It can be some very simple tasks, but maybe not easy to stay consistent in doing those tasks. So here's what I do. A couple weeks ago in my horse group, I had a question about organic reach and how to get more traffic to your website. Yes, you can do Google AdWords. Yes, you can do Facebook ads. There's a million things you could do. But organically, how do you take the content you're creating, your blogs, your video, etc., and get them out there? Now, everything we do as a business owner does require that we consistently grow our audience, okay? So I want to preface everything I'm going to say with that. We always need to be growing our audience. So social, we need to be growing our following, our fans, we need to be growing our email list, and there's 100 things that we could do to obtain that or attain that goal. But for this video, here's what I want to share. This is what I have done, and this is what has worked for me. When I do it consistently, it changes my business every single time without fail. I'm able to get calls scheduled and talk with new potential customers, potential clients, and then in turn, the more people I talk to, the more probability that I'm going to have that someone's going to hire me. So what I've done in the past is I've challenged myself to write a blog post once every, hi Beth, how are you? I've challenged myself to write a blog post once a week for 4 weeks. So I've done this for a full month. And sometimes I get amazing results, and sometimes it might take me 8 weeks of doing this. If you're just starting out doing this and you have a smaller audience, it's going to take you a little bit longer maybe to accomplish this. But here's what I do. Again, it's simple, but maybe not always easy because we aren't consistent enough with ourselves. We don't write it on a board. Like, write things out. If you have a vision board, if you have a goal board, sometimes people get carried away with like, I have this big goal of making 6 figures. That's fine. Have that goal, but if you can't be consistent during the week with one thing, you aren't going to get to that 6-figure goal. So you've got to start small. You've got to start with bite-sized things that you're going to do. Do it well, do it professionally, and rock the small things, because all of those will build you a ridiculously amazing, firm foundation for that big goal. So, back to my system, what works for me. I write a blog post once a week. I upload it on my site. Currently, I'm using WordPress, so what I do is I optimize it as best I know how, and I've been through a couple different trainings on how to optimize my blog so that it's SEO friendly, which is search engine optimization, because I want search engines to find my content. But that doesn't magically happen just because if I write it, they will come and read it. Great to see you too, Beth. It doesn't work like that. This isn't Field of Dreams. This isn't Business of Dreams. We have to do more than just create content. We have to find a way to get it out there and get it out to a bunch of different audiences. I would call them sub-audiences within your target audience. So for me, for example, I service the horse industry. About 80 to 85% of my business is in the horse industry. Now, some of them could be performance horse people. Some of them could be people that sell products. So it could be hunter jumpers. It could be the barrel racing industry. So there's subsets of your target audiences, okay? So I've got to find which subsets are hanging out where? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Pinterest? Where are they? So as I mentioned, I write the blog, optimize it for SEO as best I can. I'm not paying millions of dollars to do this. I am simply making sure that I have a good headline, that I have a good, that I have some really SEO friendly words within my text without it sounding like they're purposefully there. You have to weave those in, very craftily, if you will. Once I write my blog post, then I go to my email list. I create an email around that blog post, and I send an email out to my list. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, so I have a list of over 3,000, which isn't huge, but they're very targeted. So I send out an email with a link to the blog, a little blurb about the blog. And then what I do from there, I create a Facebook post that points to the blog. I create an Instagram post that points to the blog. Maybe I go on Pinterest. Maybe I share it. Maybe I share my blog as an article on LinkedIn. So I look at all of my different platforms, if you will, and what I do from there is just take that one piece of content and turn it into something friendly for all these other social channels. So it seems like, Jamie, that's like a no-brainer. I mean, who doesn't know that? Here's the thing. You might know what I'm telling you, but maybe you're not doing it. So maybe the purpose of you watching this video is for me to give you a friendly kick in the tail to say, write it down, make it a goal, make it one of those small goals to do that every week and be consistent. I use Canva, and I'll create a basically just a canvas for myself for each of the purposes that I have. So I'll have an Instagram sized graphic that says, I have a new blog post, here's the title, or what have you. So these things I'm telling you are really simplistic, but again, it's a matter of doing it. So if you can do that, and also the other thing that I can do as well, and I've done in the past too, is if I have a written blog post, I'll also do a quick Facebook Live that points people back to my website, telling them, hey, this is what hey, Betsy, how are you? I hear and I think you have really nice weather in Kentucky right now. So it's really up to you to say, okay, I'm creating this one piece of content, and then I'm going to utilize all these other channels and opportunities to share this blog post and to point people back to the blog post. Again, you can do the same thing with Facebook Live. If I do a specific Facebook Live training on something like I'm doing right now, when I'm done, I will go create an email newsletter, create a bunch of social posts, and create myself those couple templates on Canva, like I mentioned, that allow me to just quickly go into Canva every week, update the blog post, the title, maybe update the picture, and then put it out there with some good hashtags and all of that stuff on Instagram. And then, on Facebook, I always want to be pointing people to either the video that I'm wanting them to go to or my blog post, whatever it is that I'm purposely sending them to. You just create yourself a graphic or create a video pointing people that way. So the other thing you can do with this too, especially if you're doing a Facebook Live, if you're trying to grow your email list, you can say to them, if you'd like a copy of this a copy of this Facebook Live emailed to you every week after I'm done, just make sure to sign up here and create a link where people can come and enter your email list. So these are all, if you can interweave all of these powerful platforms together, you're going to win, okay? Now, this is about consistency. This is about doing it over and over and over. It's about taking these simple things that I'm teaching you and making it a priority for you to do them every week or every month or whatever it is that your schedule, that you're pushing yourself to do, basically. So if you have any questions, of course, go ahead and comment here. You can shoot me an email, you can get with me on Messenger. And then also I just wanted to share, a happy thought. This week, a lot of people are spending time with their families. It's obviously just a couple days before Thanksgiving. I personally know a lot of people that don't have family. They don't live around me, so it's not like I can invite them to dinner. But, just take a minute. Here's kind of my happy thought. Take a minute, get outside yourself, look at your Facebook circle, and kind of read into what people are saying. If there's people out there that just need a little bit of encouragement, just take a minute today. Encourage them. I have a really good friend of mine who's in ministry, and he aged out of foster care, which means he was never adopted. He's 39 or 40, and he has no one. I mean, he has friends, but he doesn't have anyone. He doesn't have family. I can't even fathom how that feels. So it's Thanksgiving, but his birthday is the week after Thanksgiving. So he has a ministry in Guatemala, so he's not in the States either. So it's not like I can send him cookies or anything. But I always make sure to like message him and blow up his phone and his wall and everything else, just to tell him that someone is thinking about him and praying for him and that kind of thing. So whatever it is you can do this week, that's kind of my happy thought. Don't take for granted what you have in your life. Be grateful for that, but reach out to other people, because there's hurting people all around us, and it's our job to go out there and do everything we can to just make someone smile. So there's your 2 challenges for today. How's that? Make sure you go and write down your goals for what you're going to do. If you're looking for organic reach, take these few simple practices, write them down, commit them to your calendar, and then also go out there. Hi, Sarah. And then the second thing is, make sure you go out there today, whether it's on Facebook, whether you're out in public, and just make someone smile. Do something simple. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Do something simple, something kind, and just spread some joy and kindness this week. Those of you that are on my email list, I will be emailing this video out. If you're not on my list, you can let me know, and I will go ahead and give you the link, and you can sign up. Otherwise, you'll be getting a video later today, or you'll be getting an email with the video. And I hope you all have a blessed Thanksgiving. Have a good one.